Soon as you think something is a certain way, challenge it. Take an action towards it. Find out. That's what I be telling people. Go find out. Don't tell me what you think. Don't tell me what you think is going to happen. Don't tell me what you heard is going to happen. You go over there and find out for yourself.
Be limitless. Limitless. Started up, we finished. Limitless. Never running out of energy. Limitless. Keep it going till we finish. Keep it going till we finish. Keep it going, I am limitless.
Yeah, man. Welcome to another episode of the Be Limitless Today podcast. I am your host, Jarvis Cobb, and we are continuing our series here. This is week 4 or part 4, however we want to run this. But this week, man, I was thinking about how most people don't struggle with consistency because they're lazy, right? They struggle with consistency because of what they believe about their situation. And now, of course, we're talking about our health and our fitness because health is wealth. Without your health, you have nothing. But people, especially in the corporate environment, they try so many things when it comes to their health, but they don't seem to get any traction. They don't seem to gain any impact or get any results. And I'm constantly thinking of why. Why is that? What do they struggle with? And the consistency part is huge, man. It's huge. And I'm finding that people aren't necessarily lazy. Like they may say they want to do something and then they don't do it, and lazy is just the easy way to throw it out there. But people aren't lazy. People just have a belief about their situation that changes or alters what actually happens. You know what I mean? If they believe they don't have time, then they're not going to try to fit it in their schedule. They're not even going to try to put it on the calendar. If you believe that you've tried this before and it didn't work out, you're already expecting to fail. You're setting yourself up to not be disappointed, to not be let down again because you tried it before. I've been in the same boat several times. I know with me, one belief that I have is, and I, keep trying to work on it, but it's that if a party is coming up or an event is coming up, a holiday gathering, a family gathering, I know that I'm going to eat the sweets when I'm there. I just know that I'm going to eat the sweets. And I have this belief that if I'm working out, if I start a new plan, if I start something and it's about, 4 days before the party, that I'm going to break the habit. I'm going to break whatever momentum I might gain in those 4 days. And I'm going to just fall right back to not doing anything, or fall right back and pretty much give up on that thing I just started. That's something I wrestle with. Now, what's something you wrestle with? What is a belief that you have that alters some of your actions? Because your actions, when it comes to your fitness, your actions really don't start with motivation. It starts with what you believe about that situation. See, the way it goes is your beliefs affect your decisions. Your decisions affect your actions. Your actions affect your results. Your beliefs affect your decisions. Your decisions affect your actions. Then your actions affect your results. And most people try to fix their actions, but not address their beliefs. So I want you to think about it for a second. What do you actually believe about your ability to be consistent? Not what you want to believe. What do you actually believe based on how you've been showing up? And when you hear someone say, just be consistent, what is your first reaction to that? Like, how do you feel when you're telling someone some of the struggles you're going through, you're telling someone something that you're trying to achieve, and they just say, man, just be consistent. Because a lot of people, that doesn't feel motivating. If anything, that just frustrates the hell out of you. Like, that's all you got for me. Just be consistent. If I could be consistent, I would do it. But obviously I can't because I keep falling off. Like, you try to go down this little rabbit hole. But you have to lock into, what do you actually believe, though? And let's take this a step further. Have you ever caught yourself saying, I don't have enough time? Come up with a plan. We think of something we want to do, think of something we want to achieve, especially in our fitness. But then when it comes right down to it, we'll throw an excuse out there right away. I don't have enough time. Life is too busy. I have too many responsibilities. Have you ever caught yourself thinking something like that? Or, my schedule is too crazy. I can't fit that in. Or the one that is the easy out is, I've tried this before. Here's the part though. People treat those things as if it's fact. You treat it as if, just because it happened before, just because you said it, just because it's a fear of yours, that it's actually going to happen, or you're actually going to fail, or you're not going to be consistent this time. Why would this time be any different? But what if we challenge that? What if those aren't facts at all? What if they are just the things that you've been repeating enough that it starts to sink in? You've been repeating it enough that you actually start to believe it. And it starts to build some false credibility in your mind. I don't want to challenge you to try to change everything right away, because that's not going to work. I've never been the extremist type. Even when it comes to fitness, I always tell people, don't try to put yourself on a diet trying to do one that's like you're doing it for a show, or like you're training for a pro competition. You're not. If you're not doing a pro competition, you shouldn't be eating and trying to keep up with the diet of a pro. You know what I mean? Because they do extreme things. With the lifestyle that you have, which I'm talking mostly to corporate employees, you have to create a plan around what your lifestyle is. You're not going to work out twice a day and do 45 minutes of cardio like a pro trainer. So you're not going to look like that. You need to do that in order to look like that. But what does your life look like, and how can you fit things into your life? What is possible for you? Those are the questions that you have to start asking yourself. When that belief comes in, like I mentioned, I don't want you to try to fix it all in 1 week. What I want you to try to do is to change one thing. Change one thing this week. So if you believe you don't have enough time, how much time do you think you need to be doing as far as allocating it towards fitness? If in your mind you're saying, I don't have an hour to allocate towards that. Okay. Do you have 30 minutes? Do you have 15 minutes? Let's stop finding what we can't do in our minds, what we don't have time for, what we can't fit in, and start looking at, okay, if I can't do an hour, where can I do the 30? If I can't do the 30, where can I do the 15? Now, if you can't fit 15 minutes in to go for a walk, then you not looking hard enough. Let's just be real about it. Because sugarcoating it and tiptoeing around it ain't gonna help nobody. Health is wealth. If you don't have it, there's nothing else that matters. When you're sick, you don't care about nothing else going on. You don't care about schedules. You don't care what's happening. When you are really, really sick, the only thing you care about is getting better. Because you know, if you are better, then you can handle more things in your life. But if you're not looking at that in a health sense, if you're not healthy, you're going to be limited in your ability of what you can do. In the worst case, if you're not healthy, you're not going to be around, man. You're not going to be around. So you making any excuses now, you saying that it's not, you don't have enough now. If it got bad enough, you will fit it in. If it got tough enough, you will make it happen. If the news from the doctor was bad enough, all of a sudden you start prioritizing and realizing that some of the stuff in your schedule don't serve you at all. So let's start chopping at some of those beliefs this week. When you want to achieve a goal, when you want to get better in your health, when you want to go after something, find out the one thing this week that you can actually stick to. Don't just look at the biggest thing that you can do and then say, I'm not that. We're focusing on what you can and what you can stick to. So I want you to pick one thing this week and I want you to focus on that. Because I want to see you around, man. I want to see you healthy. I want to see you achieving your goals. I want to see you thriving in everything that you're doing. And that starts with taking care of your body. And you know you got the want to, you know you got the desire to, but it's us that gets in the way. We get in our own way with what we think, with what we believe, and we do it before we even take a step. I'm encouraging you, I'm challenging you this week. Take a step. Do one thing. It can be a small thing. It could be a 10-minute walk. It could be I'm eating a salad and chicken for lunch. It can be I'm cutting off eating at 9 o'clock. I'm only drinking water. It can be I'm drinking a gallon of water a day, or I'm drinking half a gallon a day. Or I can't if you can't even get to the half a gallon, start with 32 ounces. I got I got two of these at the house. They both 32 ounces of water. I do 4 of these a day. I get my gallon in. You can drink 32 ounces of water. Try to get that in a day. Start with something small. Start challenging these beliefs you have. As soon as you think something is a certain way, challenge it. Take an action towards it. Find out. That's what I be telling people. Go find out. Don't tell me what you think. Don't tell me what you think is going to happen. Don't tell me what you heard is going to happen. You go over there and find out for yourself. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. If that don't do nothing for you, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Let's jump right into the root work. Root work, people. Root work is taking accountability and ownership of your life, starting with creating change within yourself. So for those that don't know, a quick recap. Over COVID, every quote I found, every spiritual video I watched, any interview, if I heard something, if I heard a line, if I heard something that changed my life, that put a spark in me, that made me think and sit back like, okay, I need to implement that. I wrote it down on a sticky note. So with the root work series here, or the section, what I do is pick two at random, and then I'll try to go off of the topic of the week, which is the beliefs that quietly run the show. And I'll try to see if we can get this to match our topic for the week. Try to pull it from there. So let's pull two. All right. All right, root work. Let's go, man. Number one. The Jesus in you made the baby in me jump for joy. Your display of God will ignite something in others. The Jesus in you made the baby in me jump for joy. Your display of God will ignite something in others. So with this, tying it to our theme for today, which is beliefs that quietly run the show, a belief that I had to work through for a long time is that if I talked about God, if I talked about my relationship with God, if I talked about how much spiritual content I consume, that people would tie me to this idea they have of someone who tries to beat them over the head with God and the Bible and commandments and, fire and brimstone and all of that. So being perceived like that, number one, and then number two, being pushed away for it. Because for like if someone was trying to hide from it, or someone was just not on that level of connecting with God, or having a relationship with God. Um, and I used to be a big people pleaser. It's been something I've worked on over the years, but I was a huge people pleaser. So I didn't want to cause waves. I didn't want to rub nobody the wrong way. Um, Especially being big and black, and I'm in rooms where I'm the only black person. A lot of the times it's you want to look safe, you want to look non-threatening, you want to make sure everybody around you feels comfortable, so you ain't got to deal with nothing. The older I get, though, the more I've learned that it's ways to do that while being authentic and being yourself and being as transparent as you want to be. So with me, I've always felt like I'm not a preacher. I'm not going to try to, you know, walk you through the Bible and then, get you saved and all of this. Is my job is to live a certain way and then display what God can do in your life. And then after you see the display of the love that I show, of the gratitude that I show, of the being generous and giving and just caring for others, then you at, or even seeing the peace I have in my life, seeing the joy I have in my life, seeing the positivity that I display, then that makes you ask, hey, why are you so positive? And you look like you never are in a bad mood. How is that? Where do you get your joy from? Why do you seem so happy? And I find that's my opportunity then to let people know, hey, I, my relationship with God gets my ear every day. I go to God when I'm struggling. I go to God with my problems. I spend time in prayer asking, what should I be doing? How can I be serving? What should I do next? I've had to do it in my marriage. Lord, what should I say? What shouldn't I say right now? How should I approach this? And it works out for me, man. My relationship with God works out tremendously for me. And I want people to have that same thing. I want you to see how I live, see the things that I'm able to achieve, see the things that I'm able to do on a consistent basis, and wonder, how are you doing that? How do you keep going? What is your motivation? And my motivation is to love others like God loves me, and then shepherd the life, shepherd the family, shepherd the career, shepherd the gifts in a way that is pleasing to God. And if I do that, everything else falls in place. So going back to the beliefs that quietly run the show is, I don't have to shy away from my relationship with God. I don't have to shy away from talking about it. I don't have to shy away from expressing it. A new belief is, if I live a certain way, people will ask how, and then I can tell them. If I keep doing the right things and keep showing up the way I can show up, people will ask, what makes you do that? And then I can break it down for them. So killing that belief that I gotta dim it down, that I gotta water it down for others. Look, I enjoy my life. I love my life. And I want you to love yours too. So if you want to find out how I love my life and why I love my life and where I get my confidence from and why I walk the way I walk, I'm gonna let you know. Let's go to root work number 2. Oh, look. Oh, come on, man. Victory and defeat are found in the repeat. Victory and defeat are both found in the repeat. There's no better thing that connects to this week, man. Beliefs that quietly run the show. The thing that you repeat over and over in your mind, whether it's I can do this or I can't do this, you will reap what you repeat. Man, boy, God code, boy, to pick that one randomly for this week. It's all about the things you repeat. If you're starting off something saying that it's not going to work, you're looking for ways for it not to work. If you start off something saying, you know what, I'm going to keep taking a step forward, and as I go, doors will open. As I go, I will find out what the next thing I can do, or I'll figure out the next thing I can do. Whether it's in a business, I'll just make the website, or I'll just create the t-shirt design, or I'll make the logo, and then I'll figure out the next thing I need to do. If in your health, I'll get a gym membership. I'll take the free consultation that comes with it. I'll look up a meal plan. I'll get my fitness pal. I'll get the app, and then I'll put the information in of what I want to lose and when I want to lose it, and then I'll see how many calories is recommended that I eat in a day, and I'll try that out for a week. If you keep repeating that you can't, that it won't, it's too hard, I don't have enough, I it's not in my DNA, I'm just like this. It is what it is. Whatever you keep repeating, that's what's going to win. So don't minimize your words. Don't minimize how important it is for you to say the things you want versus speaking on what you're afraid of. Don't minimize the impact that it has for you to just say something simple like, I'm going to be diligent today. I'm going to be focused today. I'm going to show up today. I'm going to laugh today. I'm going to be happy today. I'm going to find joy today. I'm going to find positivity today. I'm going to do something nice for somebody else today. Whatever you repeat is found, or whatever victory and defeat are found in the repeat. Victory and defeat are found in the repeat. And I think that's Stephen Furtick that said that, but whatever you cycle in your mind is what you are going to get. Because your beliefs affect your decisions affect your actions affect your results. Make the decisions to make positive change, to make change towards your goals, to make change towards things you want to do. If you feel that the old belief is coming up, take a beat. Just stop. Take 10 seconds, 15 seconds. What is that I'm believing about this? I'm believing it's going to go wrong. Why am I believing that? Just because it happened before, or you heard somebody else fail in it. Okay. What's one thing I can do differently to go test this out? Because it's just a thought. It's a belief. Let's go test it out. So do one thing. What's one thing I can go test it out? And then go find out for yourself. And then keep repeating this. And the more you do it, when those thoughts come up, they don't stop you from taking action. They don't hold weight as far as this is a thought, but this is the goal I want to achieve. This is something that pops in my head, but this is something that I really want to get done. So it doesn't affect your decisions, it doesn't affect your actions, and it won't affect your results. I hope you guys got something out of this episode, man. I love you guys. I appreciate you for tuning in. Be sure to like and comment just so you can stay up to date with all of the podcast episodes. And always be love, be you, and be limitless today.
Be limitless today.
Coming to get it and pushing the limits. You better pray we ain't come to play.